Welcome to the But Also Trail Running podcast. I'm your host, Celeste Fong. Let me start with a warning that this is an adult-only podcast. There will be profanity and indecent conversations. I would apologize, but I'm not really sorry. Today, I am joined by the one and only Greg Smith. Can you say hi?
Hello.
So you're nicer. Like, the idiots would start swearing at me immediately or say something sarcastic. So,
Well, I do have something sarcastic. You said the one and only, but my wife always makes fun of my last name, and she would definitely not say I'm the one and only Greg Smith.
all right. Well, you caught me in a lie. We're a minute in, and I'm already lying, but just wanted to make you feel good. All right. So, Greg, I can't wait to hear all about your story. So let's kind of go back, and you could tell me how you got into running, because you're kind of a badass.
I guess so. Let's see. I think it started with I don't know how far back I should go.
As
I was
far
thinking
as
about
you
this.
want.
I feel like it started in college when I was drinking a ton and I was like really unhealthy, smoking cigarettes, and I like had a ton of anxiety. And I think I said something to someone once, and they're like, "Do you exercise?" I feel like I hear this story everyone says on like running podcasts. Like a friend's like, "Do you exercise? Like, you look, I think you're really unhealthy." And I like went for a run. I was like, "Oh, I feel great." So that was like just running here and there, maybe like once a month for years. And then I got into Spartan races here and there. But where it really came was I tore my ACL mountain biking
Ow.
and I couldn't move at all. And I was like, I really want to run now. So I asked my doctor if I could sign up for a marathon. And then it was just over after that.
It's so funny how quickly you can go into the addiction, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And the fact that you went running and felt good the first time is mind-blowing.
I mean, I was probably really slow and like, I don't know, breathing really heavy, but it was amazing after.
Well, it probably too, you were young, like in college,
Yeah.
right? Like I could party all night and then work all day, go to school, you know what I mean? Party
Yeah.
all night again and be like, oh, I slept, and it was like 2 hours and I'm still at the club. So
Yeah.
we'll
It
blame it
was a
on
great
you,
way to like sweat out the alcohol.
right? Although my sweating out the alcohol was usually dancing. Yeah, I did
Yeah.
not run when I was in college. I think I tried it once. I did like a quarter mile and I'm like, why do people do this? Like, this is stupid. So
It is.
so what was your first marathon?
Hartford.
Mine too. Did
So
you enjoy it?
convenient.
Yeah, it really is. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was, I was so, I feel like this is indicative of my entire running career. I was like so nervous that I was going to like hit the wall and I like took it really easy and I just like kept on running until like the last mile and I was like, okay, I guess I never hit the wall. And I like took it way too easy, which I don't always do. I blow up sometimes, but yeah, it was amazing. And as soon as I finished, I was like, I could totally cut a ton of time off that. And yeah,
I love that though. I mean, we all in a running career, right? You're going to learn lessons because I've done the going out too fast and
yeah,
I've done the going out way too slow. Um, and sometimes it's on purpose, like, I'm just gonna fuck around and have fun because
yeah,
I'm not I'm not fast, so I don't care. But
yeah.
you're fast. Um, and actually, okay, what's the coolest marathon you've ever done?
Well, I haven't done too many marathons, but I guess the definite answer to that question is the one I just did in Spain in like what is it, the sub-Pyrenees mountains with like 9,000 feet of elevation gain. And that just like kicked off a whole nother like obsession that I'm trying to chase after now. It was like so beautiful.
Do you want to go back and do it again?
I probably won't ever be able to go back and do that one again, but I want to just like do more mountain races, which is just like a different sport. Like it's like 400 feet elevation per mile, and you're just like, I'm not even like literally not even walking. I'm like running. I'm just like walking this entire thing.
Well, yeah, it is funny because I think road running and trail running are different sports. They're
Yeah,
similar, but they're different.
yeah.
Um, yeah. So is that how you got into trail running? Was training for that one, or
No, let's see. I ran my first. 50K or my first ultra the year after the marathon. I ran Musalamu Ultra in Vermont. Um, but I was like trail running when I did Spartan races before
Okay.
my marathon. I feel like like I think I've always liked being out in the woods better than on the roads because like before I even ran, I would like dirt bike and mountain bike a lot when I was like a teenager.
I grew up, so my dad raced enduros on motorbikes though. So I
Yep.
grew up out in the woods like that, and it's kind of that's I think part of why it's always home for me. Uh,
Yeah. It's like chasing the line or whatever like I do used to do on my dirt bike and it just feels like the same thing but different.
yeah. So okay, what's your longest race? Because you've done a few hundreds, right?
Yeah, I've done 200s, Old Dominion 100 in Virginia and Midstate Massive, which I think was my longest, which sucks because Hamster Wheel, the year you got me back out there could have totally been way farther.
Yeah.
But that was a good lesson learned because my goal was sub 2400. And then when I couldn't get it, I just gave up, which is stupid because it was a 30-hour race. So I slept for like 6 hours.
I
But
remember that. I yelled at you.
yeah, I'm so glad you did
Yeah.
because I would have ended up with like 65 miles after like, I don't know, 18 hours or whatever it was. And it's just like, I'm here. Why would I not just continue? I could have at least done like 105 or something.
Yeah. Well, and Hamster was a good time.
Yeah,
Will you go back?
I would love to go back. It's so hard to like get anything in the schedule now, but like I have all these races I'd love to go back to and just like everybody out there. And, like I feel like I remember when I met you with I think you had like purple and green hair and I was like that was like my first because I went to train for like get experience crewing for 100 so that like I knew what to do for my 100.
Yep.
So I just like met all you guys and learned a lot from you. But you were very memorable.
I get that. I can't imagine why.
Yeah,
The hair is actually purple and green again. I just had it done this week, so
a classic.
yeah, yeah, it's fun. Um, that is actually a good idea to go out and crew or pace to get experience out there to learn.
Yep.
Um, because I remember my first official ultra, I had signed up for Forbidden Forest, and the most I had ever done, I had done a 50 on roads just to prove I could, but I
Yep.
had never done an ultra marathon like officially at a race before.
Yep.
And one of my friends was like, "What do you mean you're going to drive home? You can't drive home. Somebody has to drive you." And I'm like, "What? Why?" Like I had no clue.
Yep.
And ever since then I realized I don't need somebody to drive me, but you never know.
Yeah.
Um, and then like my friends had planned and showed up to crew and pace me. I didn't even know I needed crew or pacers. I had zero experience. And I ended up doing 80 miles for my first one. So it was okay, but like that is really good. That's like smart to do that.
I feel like
Um,
that's what happens when you're scared and you're just like, I don't know what I'm doing. I need to learn as much as possible. But you have a great friend group to just be out there without even asking.
oh yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think though I think that's kind of common in the trail community. Like
Yeah.
people will show up for each other.
Yeah.
People will show up for total strangers. I've seen that where somebody like for the cut was like, "Oh, I don't have any crew because I'm from out of
Yeah.
state," and like reached out to the community and like everybody just showed up.
Yeah.
Um, I think that's pretty common. That's actually how I became friends with Sam Dibdall. He had gone to an aid station, no one was there, and I'm like, "All right, let me take care of you." And that's how it worked out.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone did that for me at Old Dominion just through Facebook. I was just like, yeah, I don't have anyone for the first 50 miles. And they
Isn't
were
it
great.
beautiful?
Yeah.
We're lucky. So what races are you signed up for this year?
So the answer to that question is Sleeping Giant 50K, Manitou's Revenge, Mugian Monster 100. The last one, we're going to take it one at a time because I might have bitten off more than I can chew.
I mean, I feel like that is a common occurrence
Yep.
for ultra runners. Manitou's is hard, I've heard.
Yeah. That was like my first, like, that was like, I feel like I could only really fit in like one big travel race a year this year.
Yeah.
And like, that was the one I picked. And that was going to be like overreaching. Like, this is going to be really hard. I can probably do it. And so I'm still terrified for that. But then my grandfather who lives in Arizona was like gonna have my dad out to come hiking, and my grandfather's like obsessed with hiking. He's like 75 or something. He does like 20, 30 miles a week. Like he's like basically a runner, but he just doesn't run.
I love it.
And like it, I think I like a while ago I watched like the Harvey Lewis documentary where his dad crewed him to try to like break the FKT for the Appalachian Trail, and I think that stuck in my head. My dad's also Greg Smith, and my grandfather's also Greg Smith. Harvey Lewis's dad is Harvey Lewis, and it all just like kind of came together in my head, and I was like, it would be so like I was talking to my wife, I was like, if I could like get both my dad and my grandfather to crew me, that would be like one of the best memories I'll ever have in my entire life. And she was like, we'll do it. So I like looked at what's in Arizona, like because there's a specific window that they're able to like go travel, and I was like, this is the only race. And then I was like, well, there's no way I can do this race, but if I'm fine at Manitou's, then I probably can do it. So I'm like, mentally, I'm like, I can't even think about that race because I barely can like do Manitou's. I just have to take it one at a time. But like at the back of my head, I'm like, there's this terrifying race that like everyone says is like insane, and you don't even have like any aid stations up on the rim, and it's hot as shit and super technical, like 40, 50% grade, like loose rock that's not even a trail. And I'm like, I feel like I can't breathe when I read this shit.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Your body's going to, first of all, remember hard shit because you've done hard shit.
Yeah.
And you're capable of a hell of a lot more than you think. I don't know. I think you can. If you can do that shit that you did in Spain,
Yeah.
like 9,000 feet of elevation for a marathon, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Elevation is comparable. It's the technical that's like I like Spain was like kind of technical, but like Manitou's like website is like you're basically going to be like falling downhill this entire race. Like it won't even be called running. Like I don't even know what they say, but you read the description, which is just like I don't know. I sometimes I feel like ultra race descriptions are a little bit like hot sauce, and every single one of them is like, this is the hardest, this is the hottest thing you'll ever have in the world. You better be careful. And sometimes you do it, and you're like, yeah, it was hard, but like it wasn't ridiculous. And other times you like bite off a little more than you can chew and be like, holy fucking shit, like what did I just get myself into?
That might be the best quote I've ever heard, right? Because it's 100% accurate.
Yeah,
Because descriptions are really, like some of it is technical. Like, okay, there is, this many feet of elevation, this many miles. This like that stuff is more scientific. But
yeah,
what I consider hard and what someone else considers hard are two totally different things. So there's a lot of subjectivity to it.
yeah,
Um, but I know a lot of people that have done Manitous, and honestly, I think you are way capable of it.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I think I can do it, but it's still like the mental part for me is like technically I didn't even do an ultra last year. My last ultra that I did was Mid-State Massive a year after my daughter was born, and I was like dead because I was like sleep deprived that entire time because I was basically taking every single night, and I definitely took the nights up to the race. So like I don't know, like I think I can do it, and I'm like confident, but at the same time, I'm like, it's been a long time since I've even ran past a marathon on trail, and now I'm like taking on twice as, it's all just a mental thing. But I think I use that as like fuel to train.
Yeah. Fear is a
Yeah,
great motivator,
yeah,
right? Like fear is a great motivator to get you out there. Now you brought up your daughter because you said a year and a half, right?
yeah,
And that is actually something I wanted to talk to you about because I remember you had reached out when you first had her because, being a new parent and trying to maintain what we're used to it's a very difficult balance.
yeah,
And I think we always talk about, oh, moms, right? Like moms trying to find time to run and moms getting back into it. And I think it's not fair to not acknowledge that dads are going through the same shit,
yeah.
right? Like all of a sudden you have this tiny human that is completely dependent on you. And how do you still maintain? Like, how are you able to figure all that out?
Yeah, I feel like that's like the thing I need to work on is I I I'm very routine based, so I kind of like do the math out every day, and wherever I need space, I just cut into sleep. So when I say that's where I need to figure it out, like I think I was so fucked for mid state because I just did what I normally do, just got less sleep. I did like you said Forbidden Forest. It was whatever the 6 hour one
Yep.
is.
I
I
think
did
that's
that like
Enchanted.
Enchanted. That's what it was.
Yeah.
I like went out hard, which probably would have been fine, like 4 or 5 weeks prior to mid state, but then wasn't sleeping at all. And so like basically didn't recover from that and still was tired as shit
Yeah.
and then just like died. So I mean I try to do and I also feel like I need to make sure that my wife is like set to go when I leave her for any amount of time that's not when she's sleeping
Well,
and
right,
my
because
daughter's sleeping.
you're partners. I mean,
Yeah.
your parents. You have to
Yeah.
work together.
Yeah, for sure. So I just cut into sleep and then it's just like actually I was just because I was trying to prepare a little bit for this, like looking up like best races, blah blah blah. And one of the ones that came to mind was the first time I went sub 3 in a marathon and I was reading the description, it was like, oh, I got sick beforehand and like I couldn't run for like 2 weeks and I felt like shit and I did amazing. And I'm like, I wonder if I just like never actually slow down like actually taper and like recover enough and I'm just still like recovering during a race.
I mean, it could be, right? Because we're all different.
Yeah.
And I think they said something like it takes, I forgot how long to recover missing an hour of sleep or something like that.
Yeah.
And
I've
as a
never
new
heard that.
parent, like, you're just not sleeping.
Yeah.
Now, does she sleep now?
She's doing pretty good. For the probably like the past month, she's basically always woken up at 2 a.m. for some reason.
Okay.
But like I just said to my wife this morning, like if she woke up at 2 a.m. every day for the rest of her life and just like woke up and then I patted her back and she went back down, I'd be happy. Because like every once in a while, there's like that night she wakes up every hour and
Mm.
or like I have to sleep with her because she won't even like go down unless I'm in there. But she's been getting better because she was pretty rough a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I remember these days.
Yeah.
I mean, now, uh, just to warn you, at some point, probably when your wife hits like the menopausal age, like we stop sleeping.
Yep.
So I get 2 to 4 hours a night if I'm lucky.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I mean,
That
it's hell.
that'll be wild because my wife like is so opposite from me because I feel like 8 hours is like perfect, 100%. I'm amazing. 7.5, 7 is like pretty good, and like below that I can operate. And I feel like my wife needs like 9 hours, and like less than 9 hours feels like 3 hours to me. So I I'm interested to see what will happen if she starts not sleeping.
It's hell. And I mean, I have a prescription sleeping pill. If I take, I might get 3 hours.
So you're tired. You're not like just up and you're good to go. You want to
Well,
sleep, but you just can't.
oh yeah, I wish I could sleep. There are days where I'm so like it. After a few days of that, I get to the point where I'm like comatose, where I'm just like
Yeah.
walking around. Like last week, I think it was. So long story short, I have to have surgery, so I can't take anything to help me sleep
Yeah.
because I'll take an edible every once in a while.
Yep.
And so I haven't. I think I got 8 hours of sleep last week. Like I was getting up at 10, 11 o'clock at night and being up until like 8, 9 o'clock the next night, and it was not pleasant.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, I got like 3 or 4 hours last night. I'm like, tons of energy now. But with kids, that's how, like, I remember those days where my oldest did not sleep through the night until she was a year and a half. And when I sleep, like, she would
Yeah.
do 4 hours of sleep
Yeah.
in a row. Um,
I have
it's,
heard that.
yeah.
Like I think Charlotte, my daughter, is like amazing. Even her like worst, maybe not her worst nights, like her top 3 to 5 worst nights aren't better than the average kid, but I think her like the next 10 are better than like the average kid. Like she sleeps 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. and we just shortened that recently. She was sleeping more like a month or two ago.
Okay. I cannot express to you the jealousy I'm currently feeling.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
that's also a good thing because then you guys can get, at least hopefully some sleep.
Yeah.
And it sounds like you're going to have to work on figuring out how to get sleep, but train, but also
Yeah.
be dad, husband, employee, whatever. Like it is all balancing. And I think that people don't really realize how much I mean, unless you're doing it, but like the training and how much you have to figure it all out around life.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm constantly trying to like just figure out useless time that I'm spending like each day. And I'm super routine, but just like a week or two ago, I actually like wrote out a specific routine that I'll do every morning. And that's actually like saved me some time. I have like three different versions for if I'm like running out of time, and like one emergency one where I'm still like getting in the things that I need to do. Cause like if Charlotte wakes up a million times in the night, I don't get any sleep, I would just like go to work without like eating breakfast or all this other stuff, and like everything would just fall apart. So I'm just trying to be a lot more regimented and have plans.
That's smart. That's really smart. I'm blessed. I don't work, haven't worked in, I don't even know, 20 something years. Mm. But I mean, I'm a stay-at-home mom, so
Yep.
I didn't work
That's
outside the
work.
home. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's put it that way. And it's funny, we were talking about this the other day because a woman in the PTA said to me, she's like, "Well, how do you run?" And I'm like, "I just go for a run." And she's like, "But you have kids." And I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like,
Yeah.
"Who watches them?" I'm like, "Their father?" Like parent. I'm like,
Yeah.
but it became this whole discussion where, kind of the assumption of the roles in the house and who's doing what, which is kind of what I was saying earlier about how like people don't think like you're a dad, but you're still doing the parenting and trying to figure out training and fitting in races. And you can't just drop everything and go to Arizona because you want to run a race or go to, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like there's a lot more to it once you become a parent because this is your only child too. So everything is new.
Yeah. For
It's
sure.
it's the first for everything.
Yeah. I feel like the roles and responsibilities shared between the sexes or the different people in a partnership is like very, very widely between like the different people you talk to. Cause I feel like there's just like the classic like 1970s couple where it's just, maybe it's not the 70s, but whatever.
The
The
50s
older,
where the woman is
yeah,
home.
whatever it is, where it's just like the father literally does nothing. And like that still exists now. Like I know some people who like, he just like, he doesn't do anything and he's just like off to do whatever he wants. And it's not even that he's like working. It's just like, that's not my responsibility. And then you have like the complete opposite end where you could even get to just like a single father.
Right.
So, yeah,
Absolutely. Oh, and, sometimes too, it's like the parenting is split because of divorce or whatever, or a single dad or a single mom. And I think that we need to respect whatever works for a family as long as
yeah,
it's working. Like I'm very much, because I know in some ways, my husband and I have some traditional rules. Like I stayed home with the kids. He
yeah,
worked, but that doesn't mean he didn't help me. You know what I
yeah,
mean? It very much was like, okay, he would get home, I would make dinner, whatever. I'd go to bed so I could get some sleep because he would stay up later. And then I would get up with the
yeah,
kids earlier. And you just like the two roles, you have to figure out what works for your family. And then add to that something like training for a 100 miler, because training for a 100 miler is like a full time job,
yeah, yeah.
right? Because you have to do 2 long runs every week. And I mean, you're fast, so it's probably not, you know, a whole weekend for you. Uh, but
It's
for
still
those,
a lot of, I mean, for 100 miler, I'm not like pushing the pace.
right, right. But
It's
even
hours.
it's hours, and it's hours 2 days a week.
Yeah,
On top of a full time job, on top of full time parenting, on top of having to take care of the household and be a partner and be a friend and, be a son and be a whatever, you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
And I don't think we always talk about race day and what happened at a race, right? And how it went, or, the fact that you finished a marathon and your time at that marathon and, or whatever. And I think it's important to remember, and I've said this many times, like to me, the training is always more impressive than race day
yeah,
because it's the day in, day out dedication of getting to that point. That's really impressive. I'm not saying like obviously running a 100 miler is impressive, but the 3 months before that, where you're sacrificing so much to get there, you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. I feel like it's just kind of like what I need to still operate in my life because if I can't run, which I've been trying to deal with lately, But like if I can't run, then like everything falls apart. Like if I'm just like sick for a little bit, then I get all like grumpy and whatever. And I'm like, I don't know that I want to be so reliant on like running because God forbid I like get an injury and I'm just going to be an awful person.
I mean, you'll obviously have to find something else to do,
Yeah.
but I mean, there are worse things to do to hang on to sanity, right?
Yeah.
You're not like
Yeah.
gambling or
Drinking.
drinking, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, there are a lot worse things. And there are other ways, like, if you get injured, something else, you'll find something.
Yeah. I have to.
We've all been injured.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane. Yeah.
Yeah. I got to keep my mind. If I don't have something that I'm obsessed with, my brain's going to find it because I can't just like sit around.
Same. Like that obsessive personality, because I have it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So wait, so what do you do? Like, so obviously you're a fast runner. But when you're training or whatever, do you like what do you do? Do you listen to music? Do you like running with people? Do you like what is your ideal run?
I do. I don't run with people often. So when I do, I really appreciate it. The couple times that I have ran with people, it tends to be Dan Bates. I don't know if you know who that is,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm training for a marathon usually, and he like pushes me, and I'm like, wow, I like did way better than I normally do. But for the most part, I just run by myself because I run like awkward times, and I can't like commute to many different places. I just run from my house and listen to music or podcasts. I feel like if I'm marathon training, it's just like high paced music. And if I'm like in the woods, usually it's just like some ultra podcast or something.
Isn't that interesting that you listen different in a different environment?
Yeah. It's like I mean, I don't know if I'm training for like a shorter ultra that I think I might be like redlining more for, then I'll listen to like, or if I'm like doing speed work in the woods. But I feel like for the most part, I'm only in the woods for a long run, and most of the time my long runs aren't speed work.
Right.
And I'm just like, all right, I'm going to be out here for like 3 to 6 hours, and I'm just like listening to people talk and like phasing out, but still kind of trying to make sure I'm not just like walking.
Now, it's funny that you say that because when I'm like walking or run walking or, like really just taking it easy, like if I'm doing a big distance or whatever, I'll listen to books. But if
Yeah,
I'm pushing myself, I have to have music because I've
yeah,
noticed my pace, I will see a couple minute difference per mile listening to a book versus music.
yeah. The exact same thing happens to me. I'll be listening to like a 2 hour podcast and then be like, all right, I need a little bit of a change, and I'll like put on music, and then I go back to the podcast, and then I look at like my time, and I'm like, I see a speed bit in the middle, and I'm like, that's like I wasn't trying to do that. That's just there because I put on music.
Isn't it funny? But that's how it works. What kind of music do you like listening to?
If it's like specifically put on so I'll run faster, it's like like my marathon playlist is like a lot of electronic music. But I feel like I like everything. Like I like super heavy metal, rock, rap, hip hop, like jazz, rap, like instrumental, orchestra type music. Like I feel like I like everything except for country.
Okay, 100% same. I fight with my best friend all the time because I'm like, country sucks, except for Dolly
Yep.
Parton. She's a national treasure. But
Yeah, there's like those two country songs you like.
exactly. I like Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers.
Yeah.
End of list. Um,
Yep.
yeah, yeah, and I don't even listen to their music that much. I just like them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like for my playlist, especially for long runs, I like to have a variety. So like, I can't just do EDM because
Yeah.
then I'll like get bored, not bored with it, but like numb to it.
Yeah, you almost stop like you're not even listening to the song anymore. It's just like a noise in the woods in the background. You're like, what the fuck is that?
Exactly. So then, like, if it's changing, because my playlist is like completely eclectic, like going all over the place. But then it's like, okay, now I've got like this banger on that's like heavy and
Yeah,
pushing me and like whatever. And then the next one is like, I don't know, like
chill or
Dr.
something.
Dre or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, and
yeah,
it's all over the place. Because then
yeah,
it's constantly, I don't know, disrupting my thoughts, maybe.
yeah. It helps with
Especially,
like the passage of time rather than just like you were out there for 3 hours, it's the same type of music, and then you're just like, I don't even know when anything happened or how long that was. That was just like a
Yes. Or
yeah,
like I'll get numb to it.
yeah,
And then because I'm numb to what I'm listening to, I can think about the fact that I'm in pain or that it
yeah,
sucks or that I don't want to
yeah,
be doing it. Whereas if you're just like lost in music,
yeah.
do you okay, another question. Do you like the pain cave? Like when you get into that point where you're like wanting to die?
Yeah, I guess I don't know. I feel like it depends on. Sometimes I'm there and it's good, and other times I'm there and it's not. I feel like that's like kind of the goal is to get there. Like I remember the first time I like ran an ultra or something, I was like my whole goal is to like get to the point where I'm like at empty and then like push myself farther. But then there's just like, you know, those times like at mid state when I was like literally like sleepwalking, I was like I need to sleep here, but I feel like my pacer's not going to let me, so I'm just like kind of micro sleeping while I walk. And like yeah, it was just like I feel like it's perspective in the moment as to whether I like it or not or like appreciate it.
That's a great point. Like, it's like trudging, right? Like you're just at that point where you're like, I cannot take another step. You
Yeah.
can, but in your head you can't.
Yeah.
Um, how do you get yourself out of it?
Well, that one mid state was caffeine, but I don't know. I feel like I just keep going and maybe I have a mood change playlist which I've been like using more often lately just because it's so good. Just like a bunch of those songs were like it's like 30 or 40 songs at this point, but like every single one of those songs if it comes on, I just like get so like it's not necessarily pumped up because it's like like some of them are electronic songs, but others are just like a slow. I don't even remember what's on there, but like they just like completely change my mood.
Yeah.
That's the goal. Sometimes I forget about it when I'm in the pain cave, but yeah,
I love that. 'Cause it's same, right? Like you need a distraction. You need to forget that life sucks and you're dying.
yeah, and appreciate. Like I feel like that's kind of like a lot of it's like just stupid songs that have like philosophical lines and stuff in it that probably just complete bullshit, but they mean a lot to me and like make me realize like I'm just like appreciative to be able to be out and enjoy like the world.
Well, I mean, it's important to remember that.
Yeah.
I remember before I got into like listening to podcasts and talking to other ultra runners and all that stuff, I remember like thinking when I would hit that wall, and be like, oh, I'll never be able to do this stuff because I would think in my head, like, okay, if I fall and break my ankle, I have a legitimate reason to quit this bullshit.
Yep.
And, and literally thinking this, like, I can't just quit. So I have to have a reason to quit. And then hearing other people having those same kind of thoughts, whether it's I could just lay here on the trail and die, or you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's important to remember we're all in that boat. Like, we've all been there.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I feel like it's been a while for me. Like, I guess that's where I was saying with like the mental part. Like, I'm really terrified of these new races because the marathon I did last year in the mountains, it was 6 hours and I basically, I mean, I know how bad lows can get. I did not have any lows. So like, it's been a while since I've actually been there and I've had some crazy, like the week before my wedding, I was super sleep deprived, but it was leading up to my first 100. And like everyone always remembers, like we were up till like 1 a.m. setting up everything at the inn that we were at for the wedding. And then I was like, all right, I got to go on my 6 hour long run and just like went from 1 to 7 a.m. in like Bristol, Rhode Island to like wherever the fuck in the trails and then back. And I was also really sleep deprived there. So I have that memory, but it feels so far away, like so long ago. I'm like, am I still that person? I know I am, but it's just like, I don't know.
yeah,
It's
but
been
now you've
years.
been sleep deprived in a different way. So in a way,
Exactly.
you've been training. You just don't know you're training,
Yeah. I
right?
just need to make sure I like fill up before the race and don't start out empty.
Oh, yeah. And that's probably, some people really need tapering. Some people don't do it. Some people do. And I think that whatever you figure out works for you is what you have to do.
Yeah.
I usually do some tapering before a, a 100. Like, I'm not going to
Yeah.
taper before a 50K because I do 50Ks like
Yeah.
not right
This
now because
weekend.
of everything going on, but
Yeah.
like I usually do them once a week.
Yeah.
Um, So I'm not going to taper for that. But I do for big races.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, it's
Yeah, I think
funny.
it's important.
I'm thinking about how do you like carb load before races?
Yeah, I definitely carb load a lot. I feel like I'm always just like eating a lot of carbs, but then when I need to carb load, I'm like, okay, I need to eat even more, and I just like I don't know. Someone probably most people probably would think even like runners, it's like too much, but it's always worked out for me.
You know what's funny is back when before I got into ultras, when I always did marathons, I would always carb load, and my good luck was pancakes the day before.
Yeah.
And I have read scientific studies that says that carb loading doesn't work for women because we hold like fats and carbs and stuff differently than men.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know how true it is or not. You
Yeah.
read shit on the internet, but I used to do that before marathons. Always, it would be pancakes the day before. It was my lucky food, da da da, whatever. And then once I got into ultras, I do not carb load.
Yep.
Isn't that funny? Like I don't eat before. Now after the day after, like
Yeah.
oh my God.
You need some time. Not the hour after. You need a couple hours.
Oh yeah.
But
And my GI is always my problem. Like if I could
yeah.
figure out fueling, I could go forever, but I end up sick. But so like right after a race, I'm always like, nope, nope, nope. And it says like a light switch. And I'm like, if you don't feed me, I will kill you. I will
Yeah.
kill your whole family. I will kill the world except for dogs.
Yeah. It's always on the drive home. Like it's like an hour and a half later. Like there's all the food at the race. I'm like after the race that they're giving to you, I don't want any of this shit. And then I'm in the car and I'm like, I'm fine. And then like 10 minutes later, I'm like, I need to go to Subway, like right now.
Subway here too?
Yes.
Really? Okay. What do you get at Subway?
I get sweet onion chicken teriyaki footlong with everything on it. And I probably do double meat.
Okay. Do you really want to laugh at me? First of all, I'm the
Always.
pickiest eater ever. I'm like a toddler, but worse.
Yep.
Do you know what I get at Subway?
Bacon on I don't know.
No, because they microwave the bacon. And I won't eat microwave meat.
You sound like my wife.
Yeah, okay. I get American cheese with lettuce and tomato, and that's it.
Oh my gosh. So do you like Subway then? That sounds awful.
I actually do like it. But that's it. I'll eat. I don't eat deli meat.
Yep. Yeah.
And I won't eat any meat that's been microwaved.
Yep.
I won't eat leftovers. I don't eat any seafood. When I say picky, I probably eat less than your daughter who's a year and a half. Like
I mean, I'm told that if you're not picky, you're particular.
Oh, I like that.
And if you were my wife talking right now, I'd say that sounds reasonable. Especially the things that you said. They sound more reasonable than some of the things she said.
Now, I'm going to agree with her, whatever she said, because I'm sure she's correct. No,
hey, what she likes, she likes. I mean,
you should see the idiots making fun of me because, like, one time at a race, Ashley was pacing me, and she was trying to feed me Chex Mix because I was at that point where I couldn't eat anything.
Yeah.
And she gave me one of the breadsticks from Chex Mix, and I'm like, "Why are you trying to kill me?" Yeah, it was really bad. And then I got home and I was starving, and I took the Chex Mix, and she had picked out all the rye bagel chips and bagel sticks because I hate them.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Isn't that
great?
Is
a friend.
I know. Yeah, no, I don't like pizza either.
That's wild. Any type of pizza?
I only like it if there's like no sauce.
Wait, do you like white sauce pizzas?
No. Well,
oh, okay.
I'll eat it if it's just cheese and no sauce, but like I don't want to bite into it and sauce gushes in my mouth because most pizza sauce is disgusting. And oh God, gross. Yeah.
That's my wife too. She doesn't like the red sauce pizzas. She wants ricotta or whatever.
Okay. My husband says all the time. Here's the deal. I'm thinking your wife is a genius.
She is.
Obviously. No, I don't like pizza. And now here's another thing, because I love ramen, but I don't like fancy ramen because there's too much stuff in it that's gross. But I don't like ramen at races because somehow they like make it so it's like bland.
Yeah, I feel like that happens.
Like, how do you take ramen and make it bland? It's like the saltiest shit in the world.
It's got to be because they make a lot of it, but
yeah, so it's
at
too
a time.
much water. and not
So
enough. Yeah.
it must be so rough for you if you already in regular life have trouble figuring out, or it seems like but still, there's specific things that you want in an ultra to like get that stuff because
Yeah.
sometimes that's not there.
Well, and yes, that is 100% accurate because I'm extremely picky, but I also have severe food allergies where I'm not talking like if I eat this, I'm gonna
Yeah,
get a bellyache. If I eat this, I'm gonna die kind of food allergies.
that's
Uh,
not picky.
well, right, but that makes it even more difficult, especially
Yeah,
because so many people that run ultras are vegans,
yeah,
and so much vegan food is made out of nuts.
yeah,
So, like, a lot of races where they're grilling or something and they're using, like, vegan cheese, I
yeah.
can't eat anything
Wow,
that's touched the grill because I can go into anaphylactic shock.
has that
Um,
happened?
so one time running a race, I think it was Narragansett Marathon, and I had grabbed a gel that I had never had before, and I didn't know. I think it was a gel, and it had tree nuts in it. And so
Yep,
I'm, like, in the back half of this marathon where there's nothing, and my throat starts itching, and it's like, "What do I do?"
yep.
And I always carry Benadryl on me, so I had Benadryl on me, but I had to, like, dry swallow Benadryl
Oh, gee.
and finish a marathon on Benadryl. It was not
That's
pleasant.
amazing.
Yeah.
You got some persistence. I can't imagine being like, because sometimes I've tried to do that and be like, and I'm like, I think I've thrown it up before. Like, you're like, I cannot throw up this pill right now or I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, well, and I have at Hamster Wheel last year, I started with the puking. Like, I was just gagging,
Yep.
and on and off for, like,
I
30
did that.
miles, and I was just like, "I'm done. I'm good."
Well, that sounds awful. I don't know, after 30 miles sounds awful.
Yeah.
I just threw up once and I was like, all right, I'm good.
Well, and part of it was because I was like, "Oh my god, if I throw up here, everybody's gonna have to smell it." 'Cause it's
Yeah.
out and back, right? And I'm like, "I can't
Yeah.
throw it." So I would just stop and, like, put my head down and be like, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't." Like, I was dying. It was horrible. Ugh,
Yeah.
yeah. That's the worst. And it's funny how some things will work. Like, one year at Hamster Wheel, I ate grilled cheese the whole time and did, like,
Yeah.
80 something miles. It was amazing. This year, I had a half of a grilled cheese, and that's when the puking started.
Yeah.
Isn't that
I
crazy?
would have
What's your favorite food on the trail?
I don't know. I feel like I don't really eat any of the solids. Like the 200s I did, I basically just like had my gels and my whatever powder I was having at that time and like would eat a little bacon or something that's there. But I don't know. I feel like I don't
Shock
really
right
do
now.
much
Like, the whole point of doing 100 miler is for food.
for the food. Yeah, I know. Even like in Spain, I was like, oh my God, like a Europe Ultra, they have like amazing stuff. Like I think they have like, I don't, I probably am just remembering what I read because I just like would just fill up my water and run by. Cause like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think if I get stuck somewhere, like I remember my first 100, I got stuck at an aid station. They had a bunch of bacon.
Mm.
I kind of ate a bunch of that. But I feel like I don't know. I feel like I try to avoid aid stations as much as possible, like go through as quick as possible. And I just like miss out on all that.
I mean, that's smart racing.
I guess if if you pass through that aid station, then you keep going. But if you pass through that aid station and then a mile in, you just like sit on the trail for an hour, which has happened. And then I'm like, why am I just here rather than the aid station?
Okay, that is actually a fair, right? Because for me, if I stop at an aid station, this is gonna shock you, but I usually end up talking for a long time.
Yep.
Uh, so, like, aid stations for me is more social.
Yeah.
Because again, a lot of times, depending on what it is, I have to be very careful what I take from an aid station.
Yeah.
Um, because cross contamination or whatever.
Yeah.
Unless there's nerd gummy clusters, because I am willing to risk life for that. Uh,
That's wild that you've done all these races. I mean, I guess you maybe just don't consume them like you're saying stuff at aid stations, but of all the races you've done, it's only been one that you've actually had an issue.
Actually, Colchester Half Marathon one time too. I don't even know what I ate or what happened, but my throat started itching.
Yeah.
I have this weird autoimmune also that makes my body think I'm having allergic reactions. So sometimes I will, like, break out in hives or get anaphylaxis for no reason.
Wow.
Yeah, so I always EpiPens are, you know, always with me. Benadryl always with me.
Your
except for
body's really trying to fuck with you.
it hates me. Well, now it's not as bad because I'm on a biologic injection, which fights
Yeah.
it, so it's a lot better. But one time, I don't know why I didn't have my EpiPen in my backpack, and we were out doing the trap rock course, and I got something in my lip, and we thought I got stung by a bee.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh God, and I'm like, I don't have my EpiPen, and all my friends are like, oh my God, we're gonna have to run and get it, and I'm like, no, I'm fine. I just took a Benadryl and kept going. Actually, my first ultra ever, I got stung in the ankle and I had on compression socks. And I'm like, well, I can't take these off because if I take them off, everything's going to swell really bad.
Yeah.
So, and that was at like mile, I forgot, like 15. And I did 80 miles there. And it was insane because the second I took my sock off, my ankle just went, whoo. It was really
That's
bad.
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. You do,
So
but you learn.
you always have, so like, because you're saying I always have Benadryl on me, and then you're like at that marathon and
I
like
did.
like literally always have Benadryl on you. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's important.
99% of the time.
Yeah.
And well, so my son also has a tree nut and peanut allergy. I'm just tree nuts. I can have peanuts. Um, so you really get in the habit of
Yeah.
carrying life-saving shit when you're with your kid like that, you know?
Yeah.
Because one time we were out hiking and his throat started itching, and I had my EpiPen, but I didn't have his.
Yeah.
And I had my Benadryl, but I didn't have a chewable Benadryl, and he couldn't swallow it. And we
Yeah.
were with my mom, thank God. I'm like, okay, I'm going to run back to the car, grab a chewable, and run back. And,
Yeah.
luckily we were only a couple miles out, and I was able to get it to him. But, and he wasn't in anaphylaxis. He just had some itching.
Yeah.
And see, that's the scary thing that with allergies like that is like, it could be an itch, it could be an itch, it could be an itch. And you're just like itchy throat or itchy
Yeah.
ears. And then the next time, it's anaphylaxis. You stop it because that happened to me one time in Disney when I was running, and I don't know what happened, but my throat closed and it was awful. They had to like ambulance come, and that was traumatic for my children.
That's what I've heard. Because like when I was a little kid, I had like brownies at a wedding that had walnuts in them, and it made my throat itchy. And I remember I drank like a ton of water, but like nothing ever happened. And then I just was like, yeah, I think I have like a mild allergy to walnuts. And then every once in a while I'll have them, and it will just like do the same thing. But every once in a while when I do actually eat them, I'm like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. Like it just makes my throat itchy. But some people are like, yeah, but that could get like way worse, and then it could just like
And it can
I
be
feel
like
like
a light switch when
yeah,
it's that bad that quickly.
yeah,
That actually how I found out I was allergic to nuts was I was pregnant with my oldest, and we went out for my birthday, and they gave me a brownie sundae for my birthday. And I started going to anaphylactic shock. And the ambulance came and took me to the hospital, and they couldn't give me epinephrine because I was
yeah.
pregnant. I was hooked
Holy
up to
crap.
like an IV of Benadryl for hours on top of hours on top. It was awful. It was awful.
And that worked. Like
And it
that.
worked. Obviously, I'm still here, kind of. Now, listen, I could be dead. I could be haunting you all. You don't know.
Yeah.
You have no
I
way
mean,
of
that'd be
proving.
cool. Yeah.
Listen, for the record, I have every intention of coming back and like haunting the shit out of people. And it's going to be during ultras on the trail in the middle of the night. And you're going to have these hallucinations and be like, what the fuck was that? And then it was me.
That's great. I've always wanted hallucinations.
Have you ever had one?
No, I feel like that's a big thing for me. Like when I was like younger and drinking a lot, I loved doing a lot of drugs.
Same.
Like I loved sleep deprivation. Like I tried it a couple times. And like I feel like ultras is just like my new way of like I've always wanted to like just stay up so long that I like start hallucinating, and like at least I'm doing something productive while I'm doing it, but I haven't had it yet.
I have. They're fun.
That's awesome.
The other,
They're fun.
yeah. Well, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, the first one when I saw a fox and I pet it and it was a rock and I was hallucinating, I cried. Um, but more because I was tired and I was sad because I wanted to pet a fox.
Yeah,
I
that
saw a
makes sense.
Slenderman one time. That one was not fun.
Yeah.
Um,
Were
one
you
time,
by yourself?
yes.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
And you were in the woods?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
What race was that? Was it a race?
No, I was just out training. It was like the middle of the like Yeah, it was like I was just out there in the middle of the night by myself.
I love that though. Like that feeling, like that time, that long run that I was telling you about before my wedding. Like that feeling, like it's different when it's not a race. Like I feel like you're out. It's like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
It's like the middle. Like no one's out. I feel like I remember like a cop passed by. I'm like, he probably thinks I'm fucking drunk. Like what the fuck am I doing? Like there's just like that weird like vibe. It's just such a good. But then if you start hallucinating by yourself, not at a race, that sounds terrifying, but also a good experience.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was so fun. One time I was with Ross when he was doing the double cut,
Yeah.
and he started hallucinating, and it was hilarious because he's like, "Oh, thank God we're back." I'm like, "What do you mean?" And he's, "We're back. Look at all the cars." I'm like, "Dude, we're in the middle of the woods. There are no cars." He's like, "Look at them. They're cars." And I'm like, "Okay, buddy. When we get back, you're taking a nap." Like,
That's crazy. I've never even heard of that. So that's like 224 or something?
yeah, 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 yeah. So he came and he just did it probably a couple of years ago now. And I think I did like 30 miles with him or 36 miles with him. And he just went back and forth. It was amazing. I was so proud of him. Yeah, he did the double cut. Was it last year? No, year before. Mark Kelly did the whole New England Trail.
How long is that?
It was over 200. So he started at the Mass border, went all the way down Massachusetts on the New England Trail, and
Yeah.
hit, the Connecticut border for the start of the cut,
Yeah.
and then did the whole cut. And that actually, I was like comatose during that race. And I don't remember miles, hours. Like I was really out of it. And then when I came to, I was sitting there with Mark Kelly, and he was just feeding me gummies, like not the good kind,
Yeah.
like regular gummies. And they're like, "Yeah, you're kind of done here." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm kind of done here." Turned out I had like a lung infection and a sinus infection and all that shit, and I didn't know it. But like, yeah, that was a good time. That's
That's
great.
so cool. So the guy who did the double cut, that wasn't even like a race. Did he do some of it by himself or?
Yeah, he did the whole thing. So
No, I mean like was he paced the whole time or were there sections he did by himself?
I'm pretty sure there were sections he did by himself, but a lot of people came out to support him too. Because Ross is a great guy. Like he's
Yeah.
ba da ba ba ba. That's Ross. He's amazing. He lives out. I think he grew up in Wallingford. He lives out in Colorado now, and he's just fucking phenomenal, great guy. So like a lot of people came out and helped him and like fed him and paced him, crewed him. He had friends because he grew up here that came and crewed, and that was a fun experience to be part of that with him. That was
Yeah,
pretty damn
that's so
epic.
cool. I mean, that's like doing a 200-mile race is one thing because it's 200 miles, but you do it on your own and like even though he had everyone out like supporting him, that's still like you don't actually have any sort of like structure or system set up to like support you. You're just relying on
Yeah,
there will be people if you need them.
yeah, and I mean, that's epic, right? Like, and I'm an idiot, but that's next level stupidity, and
Yeah.
I am here for it.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll ever do something longer than 100?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I just want to go as far as I possibly can. I'd love to do a 200 at some point. Anything above that, I feel like is my brain can't even comprehend it yet. It doesn't even matter. But I would love to do a 200.
You know what I want you to do? And it might not be like, with your baby, it might, like, obviously it's not going to be this year, but I'd
Yeah.
love to see what you could do at Notchview.
Is that the loop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in, it's in Mass, in the Berkshires, but it's
Yeah.
super fucking runnable. Like, there's, two hills, but it's 1.9 mile loop,
Yeah.
72 hours.
Oh, jeez.
No, but these people are putting
Yeah.
up, like,
Yeah.
I've seen,
200s.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I bet you would do really, really well there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the way it's set up is the 72 hours starts on Friday at noon, 48 hours starts Saturday at noon, 24 hours starts Sunday at noon. So you're
Yeah.
all finishing at the same time,
That's
but it's
awesome.
almost like you get a boost when the next race
Yeah.
starts. You know what I
You
mean?
get like more people out there. Are a lot of that 72-hour people, I mean, I'm sure there's like a variety, but like, do most 72-hour people sleep a little bit or there's some
Oh,
people
yeah,
that
yeah,
are
yeah.
just,
Oh, definitely.
okay.
Definitely. You're napping. You're
Yeah.
napping. like one of my good friends, Mike, did 170 last year, and he slept for a few hours. Caleb, when he didn't sleep, I think, till he hit 200. Then he took a nap and went back out for another, I forgot, like 15 or something.
Yeah.
But a lot of people there are doing like 150. I always just do 100, but
Yeah.
it's an amazing community. I think you would do really, really well there.
Yeah, I really want to actually do a 30-hour race because I'm still kicking myself about hamster wheel when I was like, my A goal was I wanted to do 100 miles in less than 24 hours. I had no B goal. That's why I stopped because I was fucked from the beginning. My plans were just like, why would I not set any other goals? And so like I didn't, even though I have done a 30-hour race, I haven't because like I want to actually be out there for 30 hours because I think I would be really good at that. Like I feel like the longer stuff is like so untapped. Like there's all these random people out there like winning these 200-mile races because they're just like so out there that like I don't know. I feel like it's like, it's impossible to break like the fucking 100-meter record, but like the longer it gets, I feel like the more easy it is to maybe be able to be good because nobody's doing it.
Oh yeah, and hamster wheel. What's the record there? 120, 124,
I don't know.
maybe something like that. A hamster. Hamster wheel's in November.
Yeah.
It's February. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, you got time. You got
Yeah.
time. And we'll all be there, so you have a
Yeah.
support system already there.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Not that
I
I
will.
support bad ideas, but I really, really do.
If I can convince my wife any year, I will be there.
Yeah. I mean, I could buy her a pizza that doesn't have sauce.
Yeah, she would love that.
And I'll get her nerd gummy clusters because those things, man. Actually,
I remember when I actually did hamster wheel, it worked out because her friend had came over and they just hung out the entire weekend. So I feel like what I really need to do is just find someone to like spend the whole weekend with her so she's fine while I'm gone.
oh, a babysitter. That's genius.
For her, yes, exactly.
Listen, that's what my husband did for my trip. He was like, he just sent my best friend with me. He's like, go
Yeah.
have fun. Go play in all the canyons.
Yeah.
Yeah, bye. Bye-bye. And it's a good thing because I would have gotten in trouble because, me. But yeah, no, like have her, like a girls' weekend or something.
Yeah.
And then you can escape. Not that, you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
Or and then maybe switch it off. So that it's like, okay, here, you stay this weekend. I'm going to go do hamster wheel. And in a couple weeks, you go away with your girlfriends and I'll stay and take care of the kid. Like you go away for a spa weekend or whatever she's into.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm a genius.
I will use that.
Yep. Yeah. But anyway, all right. I promised you an hour and we're hitting an hour. I really appreciate you coming on because, like, it's just so fun.
Yeah, this is my favorite thing.
Right? Talking about running. Oh, wait. So what I'm hearing is you'll come back on another time.
Oh, yeah. I would love to come back on after this year and we'll see what I accomplished.
So wait, when's your next race?
Sleeping Giant in, I don't know, what is it? End of March?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that'd be fun. I have to remind me because I'll go crew for that.
Oh, that would be sweet.
Yeah, remind me because I'll come crew and volunteer or whatever.
I think it's 2 loops, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wait, is that the blue to blue?
No, I was planning on doing that, but then I chose Sleeping Giant.
Oh, is that Brian? Is that Brian's race?
I don't know.
I'm trying to think which one is Sleeping Giant because I know that they have like a tower tag and there's like 2 races over there.
I wanted to do the tower tag one.
Yeah. Have you run over there before, Sleeping Giant?
I believe so. I've definitely been there. I don't know. Yeah, I've ran there just once, I think.
It's a gorgeous park.
Yeah. It's
hard trails there.
Yeah.
But beautiful.
That's what I was looking for. I was like, I need like mini Manitou's revenge. And then I was like, that doesn't exist. All right, this is like the best, the best that I can get.
Yeah, trying to figure out. Well, that was when I was training for the Grand Canyon, even though it got canceled because, the Grand Canyon was on fire. I was like, where do I get? You know what's a good one? Is the Tri-State, but it's far, but the Tri-State Tri-Mountain. It's actually 4 mountains, but it's in the northwest corner.
Okay.
It's only a half marathon, but like if you do it in the right order, It's like the first 6 miles, you'll have a couple thousand feet of elevation.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Is that a race or just a route?
just a route.
Okay.
But you're doing like bear, frizzle, round,
Yep.
like right there, you know? So
Yeah.
there's also some it's not but it's technical too. Like there's some
Yeah.
climbing. As long as you do it in the right order, like in the right direction, you'll
Yep.
get some elevation and some like rock scrambly shit.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. And then,
Perfect.
on the way back it's kind of easy. But if you
Yep.
did that route like twice, you would get at least some good shit.
Yep. Wait, so it's 6,000 and
No,
wait,
it's if
no,
you do it
3,000 for 6 miles?
I think it's 2,000 or
Okay.
close to that.
Yep.
I'll send you a link later.
Yep.
Um, last time I did it, because that's what I did. I did it a few times over there. But
Yeah, it's always
that's a good
always good to keep in mind like the steep, because I feel like I just find like literally the steepest possible thing that's in like a 15-mile radius of me, and then I just run on that for hours, and then I'm like, all right, I want to find a trail near me that's as steep as this. I'm like, that doesn't exist.
Yeah, well, this one because you go from under mountain, so it's like pretty much 3 miles of just climbing.
Yep. That's great in Connecticut.
Yeah, exactly. Because then you hit Bear, and then you go down Bear, and then back up. I forgot what
Yep.
or Frizzle maybe, I don't remember the order, but you're at least getting and you're hitting, like, Connecticut, New York, and, Massachusetts because 'cause you're right on the
Yep.
border. So it's a far drive.
Yeah.
It's a good course to do.
Yeah, keep that in
You'll
mind.
link to it on Strava. Um,
We
alright, cool. Alright, so then you're coming back after that, and we'll discuss it.
For sure.
Okay,
No matter what happens.
I love it. Alright, well, thank you. I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, you too. Thanks,
Alright,
Celeste.
bye.
Bye.